Do you want to improve your English? Do you want to speak English more fluently? You see, the English language changed my life. Now, I was born in Hong Kong, so English is not my first language. My first language is actually Cantonese. And my second language is Mandarin because my mother is from Taiwan. And my third language is English. So when I first immigrated to North America, I couldn't speak a word of English. And I know some of my fans, rumor says, that you're tuning into my videos because you want to learn how to speak the English language. I find that that's kind of interesting. If that's the case, actually comment below and let me know. So today I want to share with you 5 steps to improve your English fluency. The 5 things that I did to learn the English language. Step number 1 to improve your English fluency is actually very simple, and that is don't give a damn. That's right, don't give a damn. Speak whenever, wherever, however. It doesn't matter if you speak with an accent. I still speak with an accent, and I talk to tens of millions of people every single month. It doesn't matter. Forget how people would judge. Forget how people would think of you. All of this stuff, it doesn't matter. Just speak as much as you could. If they don't understand, you say it again. If they don't understand, you say it again. You just keep saying it. I remember because I spoke with such a thick accent. I spoke like, it sounded like Jackie Chan. I can still speak with some Chinese accent, like, hey, this, then that, like that kind of stuff. Like, I could speak with that kind of accent, but you just speak as much as you could, because that's how you get comfortable. You will not get, if you're always thinking about, oh, I'm not sounding smart, or they would misunderstand what I'm saying, or they wouldn't understand, or I'll look stupid. All this stuff, all these things hold you back learning the language. So don't give a damn. Speak as much as you could to as many people as you could. I will walk into the mall, I would talk to people. Right? I say, hello, how are you? Just to practice. It's okay, right? They don't bite. It's okay, practice. Step number 2, and that is, this is what I did. I would take a book, any book, a simple book, and I would read it out loud, word for word, paragraph by paragraph. I found that that's a very good way learning the language, because there's certain parts where maybe you have difficulty pronouncing certain chunks. You say it again and again, or maybe there are certain words you don't understand, you can go to a dictionary. Reading a book out loud, that's also another thing that I did to learn the English language. You finish one book, and you might as well pick something that you are interested in. If you're interested in investing or success or motivation or sales, pick a book on those topics and then read it out loud every single day. I'm talking about could be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 25 minutes, it doesn't matter, but do it every single day. I did that every day for years to learn the English language. Step number 3 to improve your English fluency, and that is take one word that you don't understand, that you don't know what it means. Every single day you just learn one new word. Go to Google, translate, dictionary, find out exactly what it means. So every single day pick a new word that you've never heard of before, you never used before, and learn it every single day. If you do that every single day, that's 365 words, new words that you could add to your vocabulary that you could use. See, English is such a powerful language, first of all, not just because a lot of people use it, but to understand a culture, to understand philosophies, you need to understand the language. So when I learned the English language, then I also learned about a lot of other things about the culture, about business, of course, that's what I do. So language is not just something that you use to communicate. Language is also something that you could train your mind with. So understand that. Step 4, immersion. You have to immerse yourself. So when I was learning the English language, what I did is I would listen to music every single day. I would listen to English music, English song, and try to sing along, and just to learn it, right? It was very, very difficult. And I was listening to rap music, which is way too difficult. I gave that up. But I was watching English movies without subtitles. And I would listen, and at first I wouldn't understand. I would understand maybe 5% of it, right? And then I would understand, I think it's like, that's what she means, and 10%, 20%. As my English improves, I notice I would understand the movie more and more and more, right? So you have to immerse yourself. Talk in English, listen to English music, watch English movies. Do as much as that as you could. Naturally, you would pick it up. You will pick up the slang. You will pick up kind of certain stories or phrases, like that kind of phrases. That's how you learn the English language. Then you make it fun. So it doesn't have to be, you have to sit down and study, or I'm studying the language. No, make it fun. Talk to people who speak English, right? Like interact, connect, read, watch, listen. That's how you get good. That's how I got good. Step number 5 to improve your English fluency, and that is to hang out with people who speak English. Like, I know it sounds so obvious, but that's how you do it. I remember in college, you would see these groups of people, and I would see the Chinese students only hang out with Chinese students. I would see the Korean students hang out with Korean students, and the Japanese students hang out with Japanese students, right? And I would do the opposite. I would go and hang out with people who speak English. I would hang out with Caucasians. I would hang out with people who grew up locally, who speak perfect English. And I would just talk and hang out. We go to the library, and I would try to talk as much as possible, listen, ask questions, right, to get comfortable. And another thing that I did was actually I got a Korean girlfriend who speaks English, right? So that's another way to do it. So I'm not saying that's the only way to learn, but if you want to learn a new language, date someone who speaks that language. You'll be shocked how quickly you pick that up, right? How quickly you can pick up the language. Let me give you a bonus tip, a bonus step if you want it, okay? Step number 6, and that is go into a state of over-learning. Let me explain. If you are thinking about, let's say, learning a language, let's say you're here and you want to get to this good, the fastest way to get to this good is actually go into a state of over-learning. So let's take an exercise example, okay? If you want to have stronger bicep, let's say you're only doing your curl, you can only hypothetically lift 20 pounds. Okay, 20 pounds, right? That's much strength you have. If you want to make that 20 pounds easy, you better lift that up. Guess what? Train with 25 pounds. Train with 30 pounds. That's an over-preparation, over-learning. That's what I mean, right? Go into a state of over-learning. So what I did, because I'm in business, right? Not only learning English language, I was learning how to sell, how to close, how to do marketing. So not only just the English language day-to-day basis to communicate, but actually at a way higher level where there's something to lose. Where it's not just learning the basic day-to-day communication, but also there's money involved, right? The stakes are high. When I lose a sale, when I'm selling someone, when I'm communicating, if they don't understand what I'm saying, I'm not gonna close that sale, right? That's a state of over-learning. So imagine I could do that. Not just to say things that you will understand, to be able to communicate in a way clearly enough that you can understand me, but to communicate in a way that you will do business, you will buy from me, you will spend money with me. That's over-learning. You could do that when you go back to day-to-day, just like talking, of course, is so easy. Would you be nervous? No. Would you care what people think? No, I just got 20 rejections in the last week. Like, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Who cares? Who cares? It wouldn't bother you. And that's what I mean, over-learning. So I suggest to my students, if you want to learn the English language, learn how to close, learn how to sell. Go sell something. Because then all the nervousness, all of that fear, all of the anxiety, all that is gone when you're talking to day-to-day with people, because you train yourself well. You go into a state of over-learning, you over-prepare. That's what I say. That's what you need to do. So those are the 6 steps or 5 steps to improve your English fluency.